All right, this is the third and final video for Loft object number 5. We're creating this hook from this sketch or these dimensions over here, and we're using a series of sketches and work planes to do it, which were explained in the last video. Now, I have all my sketches here. Now let's do the Loft tool. I always like to start the Loft tool from this edge when I create this object. And I always like to go to the second object before I go to the Centerline tool. If I click Centerline and it doesn't work, it tells me that there's a problem between these two. And generally, if I run into problems where the Centerline doesn't work or I'm not getting a preview, it's that the Centerline and your sketches, the computer doesn't know that they intersect. So you need to go back and place a point or do a project intersect between some of the sketches, either the Centerline sketch or the individual profile sketches. But generally, that's the problem, almost always, actually. Now, for guide type, make sure you do click Centerline. And because I see the preview here, it tells me that everything looks good here. And hopefully that's going to be the case going all the way around. So go back up to profiles and let's just start adding them in. Looks good up to there. Looks good up to there. If at any point your preview disappears, then there's an issue. And by doing this step by step, that also helps us identify where the issue is. So if on that last click, everything went away and I could no longer see the preview, that would tell me that there's an issue between the Centerline and the profile here. Okay. Looks good up to there. And now, last but not least, is it going to go to my point? Perfect. All right. Now, if it doesn't go to that last point, then you need to make sure that, one, you have a sketch there with a point, and that point does intersect, that you're grabbing the point from the, you're using the project tool to, so the computer knows that point exists in both your sketch of the profile and your sketch of the Centerline. That is absolutely critical to making lofts work with guide types, either Centerlines or the rails. But in this case, because I made it carefully and very deliberately in the beginning and I didn't have to go back and erase stuff, all these relationships were kept and understood by the computer. And sometimes the best way, because we are learning this, right? The best way is to just start over, because we learned so much by doing the object that sometimes the best way is to just clear the computer's cache, its memory, its brain, and just start over so that we can establish those relationships correctly the first time. But that is how you create your hook, and it looks absolutely perfect. The only thing is I think I have a sketch here I need to hide. Other than that, that's what we want to see. That's good work.